give it up for Joel Perez, everybody. It's great to be here in New York City, everybody. Let me tell you about myself. I would not be here tonight if it wasn't for my dad. He really inspired me to get into comedy. In fact, I would not be here tonight because he gave me the gas money to get here. I remember when I was younger, I used to wait for Santa Claus. Every year I used to get out the milk and cookies and wait for him. He would never show up. It wasn't until I was 15 my parents told me I was Jewish. You know, in the Bible it says Jews were sentenced to walk the desert for 40 years to atone for their sins. The real reason is they kept looking for better bargains. Morty, go on. I'm sure we can find something cheap. A rest. I'm tired. Come on. When I was younger, my whole family, they used to go on vacation. I just wish one year they would have taken me. One year I happened to sneak in the trunk. We went to Disney World. I like Epcot Center. You guys remember Disney World? Epcot Center, I loved it because they had all the different countries. I remember first we went over to Ethiopia, and they had nothing to eat over there. Then we went over to France, they spit at us, and then surrendered. Finally, we went over to Germany. First of all, we weren't very welcome over there. No, they came running over to us, strapped us into these freight car trains, strapped the Star David around our arms. I'm never going on that ride again. I did that joke one time at the synagogue, and now I'm not invited back. And if anybody got offended by that joke, seriously, I personally think it's a gas. Got one too many? All these celebrities that have their own colognes and perfumes, for instance, Lindsay Lohan, she has her own, it's called Passed Out Whore. Paris Hilton, she has her own, it's called Really Passed Out Whore. I have my own, I'm going to call it Neurotic Jew by Manischewitz. Growing up, I used to have, thank you, I appreciate it. You're allowed to laugh. That's what we do. Growing up, I used to have all these voices in my head that used to talk to me until they got to know me. They haven't spoken to me in years. I had such a tough time growing up as a kid, so tough that even my imaginary friend used to beat the crap out of me. I grew up watching television. I love watching television. I learned a lot of life's lessons by watching television, but more so than from my actual parents. One of my earliest lessons I learned was from watching The Muppet Show. I love The Muppet Show. I learned early on from Kermit the Frog that it's okay to fuck a pig. Oh my God. So growing up, I had two brothers. I had a gay brother and a straight brother. I used to do a lot of cool things with my straight brother, like smoke pot, and sometimes he would beat me up. And my gay brother, he was always jealous. He used to say things to me like, how come you don't hang out with me? How come you don't hang out with me? I'm like, listen, get away from me. I don't like when you dress me up as Madonna. And my mother, she was also embarrassing. She used to say to me, you know, Evan, I don't care who you see as long as she's Jewish. I go, Mom, I'm seeing a Jewish cannibal. Really? Bring her over. I'll make her somebody to eat. As long as they're Jewish. You know what's embarrassing? I'd bring over my friends, and my gay brother would hit on my friends. And I complained to my mother. I was like, Mom, he's hitting on my friends again. Are they Jewish? As long as they're Jewish. And my dad recently joined Facebook. Anybody has their relatives on Facebook? Well, now all he does, at like 74 years old, he stalks me. All he does is stalk me. He's like, oh, I see you're at another open mic. Are you getting paid? Are you getting paid? You doing comedy? You getting paid? I'm like, great. Oh, I see your pictures, Evan. I see your pictures. Are you eating? You're eating? I see you eating. What are you eating? Stop eating, Evan. He doesn't have a picture. He has like that creepy shadow picture. Because that creepy shadow picture. I'm like, Dad, fuck you. You don't even have one picture up. Oh, fuck me? I'm not paying your rent. Dad, I meant I love you. Actually, I think I might have health problems because of my weight. I went to my doctor recently. He said, Evan, I looked at all your results here. It just turns out you're a fat fuck. Get out of my office, put the cheeseburger down, and kill yourself already. What are you doing to yourself? Coming down here, I passed by some of my favorite places in the whole wide world. I passed by a Taco Bell, passed by a Pizza Hut, Wendy's, 40 other pizza places, had my own bypass operation, stroke, heart attack. What I'm saying is I'm kind of fat. I was at a buffet earlier in the week. That's the new politically correct term. What we like to be called is fatties. That's what we like to be called. I was doing what us fatties do on a regular, Tuesday. I was minding my own business, working on my 3rd, 4th, 9th plate of food. I don't know, I lost track after a while. Nice little couple, they came up to me and they handed me one of these born-again Christian pamphlets. You guys ever see these things? First of all, I was offended. I kind of felt like it was a fat intervention. First of all, a buffet for us fatties, that's kind of like our church. You don't come into our church and push your religion onto me. I don't go into a regular church, put a bacon double cheeseburger on the communion wafers. Although it does sound yummy, it does. I don't knock the wine out of the priest's hand and say, hey, try the chocolate milkshake. This is so much better. And then at this point, I got so pissed off at the old man, I picked him up by the lapels because I could. He was like 90. I knew I could take him. I was like, listen, sir, let me tell you a little something about my Savior. My Savior died on the golden arches for my sins. As it was written in the Book of Fries by the disciple Grimace, he said, take this McRib, for it is Ronald's body, because it's only available for a limited time only, while supplies last. Oh man, thank you guys for coming down. This is, you guys really filled this room here. Oh man, I've had a lot of bad luck in my life because I've caused it. It's what I do with my life. I've had a lot of shitty jobs. Just the list goes on and on of awful jobs. I used to work at a collection agency. You know you're not good at collections when every day you go into work and you have to call yourself? I just leave myself reminders, Evan, pick up milk, eggs. Who are you kidding? You can't afford such things. Awful things. I was unemployed for like 2 years. So one of my new hobbies, I like watching reality shows. I love watching reality shows. I like Ice Road Truckers, Pawn Stars, Storage Wars. I actually spent more time watching other people work than I've actually worked. So now I put it down on my resume that I've worked at these places as a supervisor. Yep. I'm not doing very well financially these days. You know you're not doing very well financially if you have to ask a hooker if she takes food stamps. She told me yes, so I hit her and I took her food stamps. Life's pretty sad when you have to put ramen noodles on layaway. 2 more payments and they're all mine. 2 more. Oh man, that's it. My friend said to me the other day, Evan, talk about something different than your life. I said, fuck you. Kill yourself. Like, stop talking about killing yourself and suicide. You ever see these lunatics who end up, thank you, I appreciate that. You ever see these lunatics who end up, after they get fired, they always go back to their old job, they might take out a few coworkers and they end up killing themselves? It's always that same old cliche, you're such a nice guy. I can't see him doing anything like that. If I ever killed myself, my friends, my family, everybody that knew me, they're going to say, well, Evan talked about it all the time. He had fantasies about it. He wrote blogs about it. His Facebook said, I'm going to kill myself. His Twitter's just bought a shiny new gun today. LOL. Goodbye to Newfield High School class of 92. ROF, LOL. Even his MySpace. What the hell's a MySpace anymore? What the hell is that? Even in my free time, I just sit in Starbucks all day, read Suicide for Dummies. I even called the hotline. They're like, oh, God. What's the matter today, Evan? I'm out of butter? Click. All right, I'll call you guys tomorrow. Thank you. So, I've lived in a basement apartment for like 9 years. It's awful down there. I rent from a family that had 2 dogs, 3 cats. The kids practice professional wrestling all day. It's like I live in the basement of Jumanji. I get a lot of pests down. I actually caught a mouse when it rains, it floods up. There were termites. It's like I'm living like the 12 plagues. I have to hire Moses to knock on my landlord's door. Let my tenant go. Let my tenant go. But things are getting better, guys. I'm going to save up. I'm going to move into my dream home, a converted garage. I can't even afford like an entire basement apartment. The other room is like separated by like a little door. So yeah, just walk right there on stage. Just walk. I'm teasing you. Give it up for our waitress, everybody. I don't even have a full basement apartment. It's separated by like a little door, so I can hear everything they're doing. Like the other day, one of the like little kids fell down and he started crying. It was the funniest thing. I was like, oh my God, that's so funny. You fucking little bastard. I hope you broke a collarbone. And then I realized he can hear me on my side. And I just pretend I'm watching TV. Oh, that Chumley's so funny. I really hope you broke a collarbone, you little bastard. So being a Jew, living in a basement apartment, I can tell you right now, I'm not very successful. No, I don't have to tell you that. But if I was Mexican and lived alone in a basement apartment, I'm doing awesome as a Mexican. Another Mexican go, hey, Holmes. That's my Mexican impression, by the way. Hey, Holmes, you mean you live in a basement apartment by yourself? You don't share with 20 other people? If there's any Mexicans here, I really don't care. Beating me up at this point would just improve my lifestyle. I'll get to see a doctor. Oh, man. So like I said, a lot of bad jokes. I used to work at Walmart. Ladies, keep your panties on. Keep your panties on. That's right. You single? That's right, yeah. That's right, I know. We're in the hot seat, yeah. The home of the white trash, Walmart. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I used to be a cashier that... I just turned 40 just this week, and In my 30s, you know what's embarrassing about being in your 30s and working at Walmart? Besides being in your 30s and working at Walmart, I get these gorgeous women on my line, and I try to like say hi to them and say, "Hey, how you doing today?" They'd say the same thing to me every time. "Just ring up my tampons and leave me alone, you pervert." You know the type of people that shop there? These are the same type of people that will steal your plastic lawn furniture, and then they'll put it in their living room. And that's their nice furniture. You know, they get out the plastic sheets. That's the furniture you can't sit on. Like for white trash, they're like, "Honey, I'm gonna treat you tonight. Put on your nicest sweatpants. You know, the ones without the DNA stains all over them." That's right, baby. If you're lucky tonight, I'll get you an engagement ring at Walmart, baby. That's right. Like, you always see like classy women in Playboy. They always say about their turn-ons. They always say, "Oh, I need a rich man to take me on his private jet, sipping champagne by the Louvre in Paris." Now, my type of women might appear in like Hustler magazines. Their turn-ons would be like, "Hey, I need a man with a job. Any type of job. Take me on moonlit strolls to the trailer park while sipping a 6-pack of Schlitz. The beautiful way I smile at Evan with my tooth. I need a man that can turn on my heat. I need a man that can turn on my electric. I need a man that can turn on my parole officer." That's the type of women I'm talking about. Maybe me and you afterwards, right? That's what I'm talking about. I have a lot of girlfriends in my life. Fuck you if you don't believe that. I have a lot of when I say girlfriends in my life, a lot of women in my life that just won't fuck me. They always say the same thing to me. "Evan, I only like you as a friend. I only like you as a friend." I'm like, "Listen, that's fine and dandy. You can say whatever you want to me. I'm still not letting you out of my trunk." Especially like having a lot of girlfriends in your life. They always try to set me up with their friends, but if I haven't like had sex with them, I mean that's even worse. I think that's embarrassing. It's kind of like I kind of feel like I'm the last piece of food on an all-you-can-eat buffet that nobody else will touch. He's like, "I'm not gonna eat that shit. Why don't you try it?" I want to close on this, guys. You like this outfit? You like this? It's sexy, right? I call this the Goodwill, because that's where I bought it. Shopping at the Goodwill it's kind of embarrassing. But when I'm shopping at the Goodwill, I don't like to say that I'm the regular pieces of shit that are shopping there because they need to. I like to think when I'm shopping there, I kind of like look at myself like I'm a king. Like I'm shopping there because I'm trying to be a Brooklyn hipster or something. I'm looking for really cool clothes, and everybody else is beneath me. And then I realize, no, I really am a piece of shit. They're probably making more money than me. Everybody's shopping at the Goodwill. You guys realize at the Goodwill, they sell shoes there. They sell shoes at the Goodwill. Do you realize if you're buying shoes at the Goodwill, they shouldn't sell you them with laces. It should be like jail. They should take the laces off because you're only going to go home and end up hanging yourself. I started a job last year. I was working at a taxi company. That's right, ladies, keep your panties on. Right on Long Island. Sometimes I make up to 2 figures a day. That's right. First day on the job, I backed into a tree, put a nice dent on the bumper, and I ran out of gas. I was walking with the gas can, And I called in on the walkie-talkie. I'm like, he's like, oh, you're gonna pick those people up? I go, no, I'm getting gas. Oh, you're at the gas station? No, I'm walking to the gas station. You'll pick them up yourself. And then at the end of the day, I turn my money, and he said the worst possible thing that he can say to me. He goes, all right, Evan, we'll see you tomorrow. What does it take to get fired here? Really? And then they sent me on a call to pick up 2 crackhead hookers. I don't know if they were crackheads. I know they were definitely hookers. I'm just assuming right now. They tipped me $2 up front. And then they flashed me. But first of all, they were overweight. They tipped me $2 up front, they flashed me, and then they asked for their $2 back. I was like, fuck you, I just earned that. I'm giving you those $2 back. And then the hooker says, one of them goes, gives me her name and number at the end and goes, why don't you call me later, my name's Demise. Let me explain to you. Let me call you later. My name's Demise. Somebody has to go back to hooker marketing school. That's like, hey, why don't you call me later? My name's Syphilis, because that's what you're going to have later. And I end on this guy. You guys are great. Thank you. And I end on this. Not, like I said before, not very successful as a Jew. Being a poor Jew, it's kind of like a mythical creature. You might want to take a picture of me on your cell phone, but it won't come out. You'll show your friends, look, I saw one, I saw a poor Jew. I swear to God, I saw one, they're like, no, I'm kind of like a Jew squatch. Or a Junicorn. My name's Evan Weiss, thank you very much. Good night. Go Al Perez, everybody.